Hello, everyone. Welcome in. What is up, y'all? We are about to start Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. I am Dr. Novelle. Welcome. Oh, hold up. We've got another controller connected. No, it's not your fault. Let me,
I was hitting what is up the ceiling.
Finally, somebody gets it. All right, let's see. Change the grip order. Must have accidentally hit the button on the other controller while I had this one plugged in. So, we're okay. We're okay. Alrighty, let's, Oh, that reminds me, we've got stuff I gotta... Continue. Manual save. Now that my assignment to stop the execution had ended in such an unsatisfactory way, I decided to go see Lynn at the Justice Minister's office. Detective Jowd's story about this other murder weighs on me heavily. Should I tell Lynn about it? I just don't know. This time Lynn isn't dead, but the atmosphere makes me think it might be too soon to count my blessings just yet. Glad Lynn isn't dead, but what in the world is she doing? Then again, do I really want to know? Me neither. Alright, I'm gonna go read over the phone book because I didn't do that last time I got updated. So me, the mystery. I lost my life at a lonely spot on the outskirts of town. My name is Sissel. In order to find out the truth of my death, I agreed to cooperate with Lynn. I was apparently trying to make a deal with some people from overseas tonight. Red-headed target, a detective who was at the scene of my death. Her name's Lynn. She's trying to stop the execution of a prisoner who got a death sentence for murder 5 years ago. She's also suspected of my shooting. For good reason, the video showed her doing it. The little lady, her name is Camilla. Lynn asked her to find the music box hidden in the apartment and to bring it to the restaurant, but she hasn't arrived yet. Lanky and loose lawman, the head of the Special Investigation Unit. His name is Cabanella. Getting ahead is the only thing he thinks about. He's investigating a big deal tonight. Upon discovering his friend Jowd's escape from prison, he decided to haul him in personally. Detective with the cap. He works under Inspector Cabanella. Apparently, his name is Detective Ringe. After hearing Lynn's story at the restaurant, he takes on the task of looking for the little lady. Jovial tenor, the chef at the chicken kitchen. He cooks the chicken that the waitress brings to the customers. He sings in his rich tenor voice whenever he gets the chance. Navy blue square, a guard at the prison. He's no longer sitting at his desk working. In grave situations, he performs the panic dance, a dance that's been passed down in his family for generations. That's exactly why I voiced him that way. You missed the part where I said,
This dance has been passed down my family line for generations.
yeah, you were off doing something else, I think. Fated jailbird, a prisoner who's scheduled to be executed tonight for the crime of murdering his wife. He's the detective who saved Lynn's life 10 years ago. His name is Jowd. With my help, he escaped from prison, but he was spotted by his pal Cabanella and apprehended. Cute chicken carrier. A police investigator who's working undercover at the chicken kitchen is a waitress. Her name is Memory. She planted a bug in the suspicious couple's chicken. She's a co-worker of the detective doing the stakeout from the park. Black-hearted blue man, one half of the couple that showed up to make a deal that could affect the future of the nation. Apparently the other party in that deal was me. Black-hearted blue woman, one half of the couple that showed up to make a deal that could affect the future of the nation. Her tiny accomplice calls her Beauty. Fastidious glass polisher, a composed bartender at the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen, who continuously polishes glasses. It seems he doesn't notice anything beside the glass in his hand. Or does he? Alright, and the phone book. Uniformed men's office, the place where the uniformed men work. It's called a prison. A strange tension fills the air. The phone line apparently connects to a place called the Death Chamber. Moonlit Courtyard, somewhere on the prison... Somewhere on the prison grounds. After escaping from his cell, Detective Jowd was caught here by Inspector Cabanella. There's nothing else here. The Chicken Kitchen, a restaurant that specializes in chicken. Tonight it's also Point X, a place the police are staking out. A suspicious couple is waiting for the other party in their deal to show up. Welcome in, Shadow Knight. How are you? Kitchen of the Chicken Kitchen. The kitchen of the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The air is rather thick with smoke. There's an investigator here working undercover as a waitress. Special Investigation Unit. The headquarters of the police's Special Investigation Unit. The chief is wiggling his toes as usual. The security tape I saw here showed the person who killed me. Alright, and that brings us up to speed with everything. Yes, you did. You did. Yeah, you did. Okay. That's not nearly as bad as what I was thinking would happen. She's trying to revive a dead person. Doing well, just trying to make progress in Torna right now. Oh, gotcha. Hey! What kind of greeting is that? I mean, I know I'm a ghost and everything, but... Well, and? How did it go? Was Detective Jowd still alive? He'd already been executed by the time I got there. I did manage to save him, but... You did? Oh, I'm so glad. Wait a minute. Did you say but? I told Lynn about my adventure at the prison. About that other murder, though. I couldn't bring myself to tell her. Inspector Cabanella arrested Detective Jowd? I can't believe it! Yeah, I feel the same way. I can't believe that wherever I go, somebody is always dead. Either you or someone else. Sorry about that. So who is that lying on the floor there? Oh, you noticed him, did you? That's the Justice Minister. The man who signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. He was already dead when I got here. Shouldn't you have called for help in that case? I guess so. But I'm wanted, remember? For murder? I was hoping we could save him without me getting caught. We? Oh, boy. Hey, can you hear me? He's dead, but he still seems to be unconscious. Could you rescue him now while he's still unconscious? Instead of talking to him, I bet it'll be faster to just see for yourself what really happened. Yeah, I bet you're right. Back we go then, to 4 minutes before his death. I wish I could remember what voice I used for him. Oh well.
Emma! Oh, excuse me. What? All right. I'll do as you say. This is terrible. Why doesn't she answer? Medicine. Ah! Water.
So was he electrocuted and somehow his pacemaker kept shocking him or something?
I think they're going to explain it here.
Such a foolish man.
Oh, you woke up.
He's a contradiction.
Contradiction?
The more we search for the truth, the further into a dilemma we fall. The world of men is steeped in contradictions. If we choose this, we can't have that. If a man tries to have his medicine bottle and water pitcher too, he loses both.
Oh, I don't know. To me, it looks like you could have had both of those things just now.
He didn't know the truth about the world. That's why he died. Such a foolish man. Or maybe I should say a pathetic man. That is the more fitting word.
I don't think this guy gets it yet. That the foolish and pathetic man is him. Is that what they call a contradiction? By the way, what's your name?
Just call me a seeker of the truth.
Sidestepped that one, didn't he? Okay, they didn't actually explain it. No, he just had a regular heart attack and he couldn't get his medicine on time. No need to think too hard about this one. All I have to do is get his medicine to him. Pretty simple. There's one more thing that concerns me. What was that telephone call the Justice Minister got all about? It was right after that his health took an instant downturn. No, he didn't.
I've never seen such a foolish, pathetic, and strange man.
I think you better stop there.
Emma! Oh, excuse me.
Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
We have your daughter.
Who is this? Amelie's tutor?
Would a tutor call at you at this hour?
No.
I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter.
What? My daughter, is she alright? Tell me she's alright!
Hear for yourself. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed.
What do you want? What are your demands?
I believe we already made our demand known the other day.
Oh, so it was you.
And you have you complied? Has the execution been carried out?
I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job.
Yes, of course.
They should be contacting me any minute now with a confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping.
You're very thorough. You'd do well to remember that.
Ah!
And of course it goes without saying we're watching you. If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that.
Don't tell the police, is that it?
Exactly. All you have to do is your job.
Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word.
Alright, I'm gonna go there, even though I don't think it's going to be super useful to saving him, but it might be useful for more information. Apparently, the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked. Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed. I hate you, Mama. Luckily, I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. But what's taking the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned. reach anything. Can't use the phone right now.
Like I said, all women are traps. Or like traps.
All women are traps is a completely different meaning. I'm sorry. That and this are hardly related. But in the past, I can only use the line when the phone is being used to make a call. Uh-oh. This woman doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot. And I can't use the telephone line either. It looks like I fell into a trap.
All women are like traps. Some are sweet traps, others are bitter. Don't you understand that?
Okay, Anyway, I think I'd better rethink things here. Alright, so we're gonna rewind.
Emma! Oh, excuse me.
Forgive me for calling so late, Mr. Minister.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
You know what? I'm gonna skip past this. I'm not gonna read all this again. She doesn't actually have his daughter. It's just a recording. Alright, so we stay here this time. And this time we wait for the other phone call.
This is terrible.
A kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means, but it's apparently the cause of the minister's attack.
Such a useless man.
Huh?
A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that?
Anyways, we only have 4 minutes here. I better do something about that medicine.
I have to call my wife. I have to see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person.
This minister doesn't accept the truth easily.
He's morally bankrupt.
Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer for some reason. A wife who doesn't answer her phone. I think I know who that is.
A morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that?
No, I'm sorry I ever brought this guy along.
Why doesn't she answer?
So this medicine stops the minister's attacks, eh? If I could, I'd spill them onto his desk right now. But unfortunately, I can't even open the cap.
What a shabby excuse for a man.
Huh?
He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working.
Excuse me.
Sits working at his stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man.
I think you've already said quite enough. Uh-oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak.
Such a disgraceful man.
Huh?
If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand?
There wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now.
Medicine.
Medicine to the minister, but there are only a few seconds left. There isn't enough time.
Such a short-sighted man.
Huh?
Happiness escapes us just as we are about to pull it in. We have to grab it while we can. Not only happiness, but dreams, love, and hope, too.
Clearly someone here is overly naive. Anyway, there isn't enough time to do anything in this state. I think I better rethink this from the beginning.
If you just get some of that water, you might feel a little better.
Did you just say something constructive? Guess I better rewind the clock and see if I can pick up any other clues. I hate how they force you to jump to the phone first.
Why doesn't she answer?
Oh, wait. They didn't make me do it from the beginning. Interesting. If only he could at least drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks his pitcher to the floor at the end of his 4 minutes.
Such a stupid man.
Huh?
Once water is spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers?
I don't know. Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. Uh-oh, here it comes.
Such a disgraceful man.
Huh?
If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand?
But there wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now.
Medicine. Water.
There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. He's still breathing, apparently, but he looks far from recovered, unfortunately.
Such a wishy-washy man.
Huh?
He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life.
Okay. At least now I bought him some time to get his medicine to him. The minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. I can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just for a second while the minister was drinking the water. Maybe I should start over from the beginning. Or after the fate change, anyway. I guess I do have to start over from the beginning. Dang it. Alright.
Why doesn't she answer? Medicine. Water.
There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. He's still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately.
Such a wishy-washy man.
Huh?
He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life.
Okay. At least now I bought him some time to get his medicine to him. There we go. Okay, time for the next step. Now, about this medicine bottle. If the minister's gonna make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. But how's a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? Guess I'll just have to use my head instead. Alright, raise the arm. Don't turn the hanging basket this time. That was so close. The swing just had a little more reach to it. I think I better look for something else. Oh, yeah, that would be helpful. Alright, so let's try and rewind the clock from after the fate change and see if that... Okay, good. As long as I'm up in the ceiling fan at the moment the fate change, it'll rewind me right back to that point. Okay, here we go. Okay. So that fruit, or whatever it is not enough to reach where I want it to reach. So what I need to do is I need to turn this hanging basket. Use the hanging basket then to rock. That was really loud. That bird is a lot heavier than it looks. It's made out of some pretty thick iron. Wouldn't want to drop that on my foot. I don't have feet, so I guess I don't have to worry. Frame hanger, undo. Close this curtain. Pretty light frame for its size. Sure are a lot of things that could fall down in this room.
He's a fallen man.
Huh?
He deserves to have everything come tumbling down on his head.
I don't know about fallen man, but you talk about him like he's your fall guy. I guess the key here is what order the objects are dropped in. Let's see, let's try turning the globe stone. Spin the globe. This urn is pretty light. Once an urn is dropped, there's no getting it back. I guess I better think carefully about what I drop and when. Oh. Yeah, that didn't help us. Oh wait, before I try and get across. Oh. And that's okay. Close the curtain. Raise the arm. Undo the frame hanger. Turn the globe around. Spin the globe out of its socket. Knock over. Aha! There we go. Open the curtain. Jump back to the arm. Raise the arm. Undo the frame hanger. Okay. Go back to the globe. Close the curtain. There. Roll the globe onto the seesaw. Open the curtain. Raise the arm. Turn the hanging basket. Rock the fruit out of the hanging basket. There we go. And swing the sword.
My medicine. Ugh.
There, the minister finally took his medicine. I think he maybe even took too much medicine.
Such a greedy man.
Huh?
He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that?
Cut the guy some slack. There, see? That was a lot of work.
Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson.
Huh?
He greatly underestimated his dependence on the medicine. I hope he learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything.
I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. He got just enough medicine in him to keep him from having a heart attack, but he's probably still going to need the hospital anyway. Because overcorrection. And so the Justice Minister is now back to life, but the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. And apparently Our Lady Detective is the present cause of those furrows.
Look, Detective, he was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed.
But there was no evidence. All they had was his own confession.
But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you I don't want anybody coming near me.
Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight.
What?
So please, just give me a little more time.
I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment.
But...
When he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight.
No. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden?
Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it.
Lynn looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I think I'll send her a little signal. Sissel, there you are. Sounds like the minister's being very stubborn. That's right, he is. Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight, and he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? I told Lynn what I had learned about the kidnapping. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness. But still, that's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister then? The poor man. I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way, do you think you could carry me? Oh, right, sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? What's going to happen here?
What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it?
Oh, this? Pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to it.
By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to somebody just now? But of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right?
Are you talking about me?
Ah! No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream.
Don't you remember me?
My dream is talking to me.
So now I'm a dream, huh? Mr. Minister, we know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Your medicine! Your medicine! I don't know. I think he's got enough medicine in there not to be immortal for a while, at least.
Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, Ayamali.
What if that execution isn't the right thing to do?
Ugh.
Come on, Lynn. If you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do then? We have to do something about that kidnapping. Until we do that, it'll be impossible to get the minister on our side. That's the way I see it. I think I'll start by gathering info on the kidnapping. The only way I know how. We meet again, Mr. Minister.
What? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake.
I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. I think you're right, stubborn Justice Minister.
Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head.
So, don't speak ill of the undead? Alright, I have a sneaking suspicion. Just like before, I don't see the little girl here anywhere. So does this mean she really was kidnapped? In spite of the fact that her husband and daughter are in trouble, the novelist types passionately on. But I don't get it. How did the kidnappers get a hold of the little girl? I can't reach anything here. Okay, let's try Lynn's apartment. The line doesn't seem to be... Oh, that line doesn't seem to be working. Guess I can't go there right now. Oh, was?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. really should pay the kidnapper's hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy that can abandon a little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Alright, next chapter. Chapter 11. I imagine this chapter is about pretty morally bankrupt. Because chapter 11. The Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the executioner of the death row prisoner Zhao to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her, and so I'm paying the kidnapper's hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. Hold on, I need to adjust my seat for a moment here. Trying not to get tangled up in the process. Ah, yeah, much better. What took you so long? Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had the restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap. Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle so you don't hurt yourself. Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay, that's what I love about you. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please. Yes, yes, always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear. Yes, a wry smile. Man, she's freakishly tall. And I'm not talking... That's even without the stilettos. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty. Alright, I dream of you until you return. Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. Alright, little lady, let me open that trunk for you. Beauty. It looks like the Justice Minister's daughter really has been kidnapped. And something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving me a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Taking something precious to manipulate others, so that's what a kidnapping is. The dirty tricks those without the powers of the dead come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, their power vanishes, doesn't it? Now then, time to see how the Justice Minister's little girl is doing, before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. I think he's getting his beauty sleep. Which means he'll have to sleep for like a month. Alright, let's see. Open the door. Okay, that's gonna be used to kick something around a little bit. Burn the candle brighter. And that's going to... There we are. Whenever I possess a door like this, for some reason I get the urge to send something flying with it. These ghost tricks are kind of addictive. Alright, there we are. Decoration. Now I can reach that, so I have to swing this one. hello. Spin the motor faster. Try lowering the shade. I still can't reach over there. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. Let's see. Doll does nothing. Ball does nothing. The balance toy can spin. Party popper. Just my imagination. Just my imagination. That's all he has to say? What an amazingly simple fellow. This room, on the other hand, is starting to look amazingly festive. The question is, how can I use it to my advantage? Cake box. Hello. Just my imagination. Just my imagination. That's all he has to say? If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. But look at that streamer go spinning round and round. Now, how can I make use of that? Well, let's see here. Okay. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Jump down here. Wait, can I? Mantle clock. Rocking the thing. What's this? The shelf is suspended by very thin cords. They look like they're about to break. I bet it'd be quite a spectacle if it fell. If something can break, it kind of makes me want to break it. Oh, Sissel. Oh, wait a minute. I have an idea. Alright. So, let's see. Jump back to the shade. And we hop over here. Hop back to the decoration. Make the candle burn brighter. Jump back over. No. lots of decoration. Make this thing spin faster. There we go. Lower the shade. I don't think the ball actually did anything, but... Get the ribbons. Set the ribbons on fire. Which luckily did not burn the place down on top of us, so we're okay. And move the candle sconce ever so slightly. Burn the rope. Just my imagination. There we go. What the heck? Why does this suitcase have a cup holder in it? What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? Just my imagination. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Actually, hold on. I want to check something before we continue. Because I just remembered that... What? I mean, the voice is fine, I think. I just need to make sure that the levels are okay. So try that again. Also, watch the face when you're trying to read. So that way you kind of know what...
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, stretch it.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, mister.
Okay. Yes, cute little lady? Oh, wrong button. Alright, just try to speak into the mic. There we go. More juice, perhaps. All you have to do is ask.
Have I been kidnapped?
Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience.
Don't say these awful things about this house.
Hmm?
This house is where I used to live.
But what? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What is the meaning of this beauty? Why here at the girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years, and apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl while I'm gone. You just read your book and drink your juice.
I want to go home.
Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? What in the world? Why does a little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. And it also means Somebody else must have saved her. I better ask her what happened.
Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you? Thistle? Thistle?
I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name's Sissel. So if you miss with your missile, you're still gonna sizzle because you fissile fry radiation style worldwide.
Thistle? My name is Camilla.
Camilla, so it is her, I knew it!
What happened to me? What is this place?
I can hardly tell the poor thing that this is the land of the dead.
The land of the dead? Is that damn dead?
Oh, darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax, you're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently.
Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Okay, I do remember. Sort of.
You do? It looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else?
Sure. Go ahead, sissy.
Sissy, eh? Ahem.
Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight.
I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right?
Yeah, but I never got there.
Oh, you don't say.
Now, I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park.
What park?
Temsick Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive.
Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you?
Yeah, it always does. I don't like that part. Scary things happen there.
Temsick Park, eh?
What am I gonna do? Lynn's gonna flip me out.
She is? How come?
Because I left it there. The music box. In the park.
That's right, the music box.
That music box is hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was?
I don't know where. I mean, I don't know. Where? I'll pretend I don't know.
You know. You don't have to humor me.
Oops. So, what happened to the music box?
I hid it in the bushes in the park just before it happened.
Just before? Oh, just before you were kidnapped, huh?
I bet it's still there in the park.
You did well. So the music box is in the park. I better let Lynn know. This is your old house?
Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile.
Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she?
Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero.
She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the justice minister?
My father is gone.
Gone. Maybe he passed away.
No, that's not it. My dad, he's going to die. And it's all because of me.
What? What do you mean because of me? Why would you say that?
It's called an execution. My dad, I know. Gosh darn it. Sorry, guys.
It's
I'm
okay.
new to this.
It's okay.
It's called an execution. My dad is a detective.
No way! Don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd?
That's right.
What in the world?
5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream.
5 years ago. A murder case.
I contraption.
I'm home, Camilla. Why is it dark?
What was that noise?
I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that.
I know that contraption. And I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers in a cake. A birthday message.
My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everyone it was my fault. My dad said that what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it.
This is all so unbelievably tragic.
Dun, dun, dun.
I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter? I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped.
Why was I kidnapped? I want to know.
Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking. It's too dangerous. I think we better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, all right?
Okay. We'll talk later, right? Don't forget. You promised, Sissy. That's really weird.
The fact that she calls me sissy.
Yeah.
That's probably something a lot nicer in Japanese, I'm sure. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we could meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you, my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, as you wish, beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Somebody there? Can you hear me? Wait, is somebody there? Can you hear me? There we are. This was her. Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that. Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady. She didn't get to keep her book. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole away that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. So I know about all this? One other thing stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Alright, saving. Alright. And we're going to take a break now, and I'll be back in a few minutes. So be right back. All right, we are back. Sorry about the delay. Let me get this back up here. Okay. Continue playing. Chapter 12. It looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Joud's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. Hello there, Nacho Warrior. Welcome in. How are you? When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. The kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone. But Camilla, why do they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister. I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. It looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow. Poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. Doing good, just chilling. Alright, nice. It's just too much. It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there is those other twists, too. Like the kidnappers winding up and using Camilla's old house as their hideout. There's no way it could be just coincidence. And them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead. I just don't understand any of it.
I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped. Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying.
Ugh! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist.
Please, if you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home and...
I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer.
She won't?
It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing?
But if she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. And I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make that it's not my daughter?
Ooh-wee, that's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanella? I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. The escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Thought you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Joud? Detective Joud, I'm so sorry. I tried... I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Lynn, please, don't apologize to me.
Ah, the beautiful love between a teacher and student brings a tear to my eye. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanella, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Joud could never have done such a thing. Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector?
For your own selfish reasons? So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend?
Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby.
That's enough, Lynn.
But Detective Jowd!
I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be.
But...
My poor Amelie. Is she alright?
Actually, the girl who's kidnapped was named Camilla.
Why is a dream talking to me in my head again?
Wait a minute. Amelie? Could that be the Amelie next door?
Yes, I think so.
Wow, I didn't know the Justice Minister lived next door.
No, not me. My wife. It's, complicated.
Yeah, I bet it would be pretty hard to admit she left him.
The minister's wife ran away on him? Maybe they grew apart with him being so busy.
Yeah, I bet you're right.
Please stop gossiping about me inside my own head.
According to what I heard, Amelie was supposed to get some sort of lesson tonight.
Those horrible kidnappers, they were lying in wait for her.
But Amelie didn't go out after all. She couldn't. She had a fever.
Huh? So the kidnappers grabbed Camilla by mistake instead?
Apparently, Amelie and Camilla are about the same age. The kidnappers must have gotten the two of them mixed up.
It's my fault. If I hadn't asked Camilla to do that errand for me, this never would have happened.
Oh, right, you asked her to bring the music box.
Camilla.
There, jump to the spear, tuck the Jowd.
So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened. Something about a kidnapping.
Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter.
That's terrible. What's their demand?
The carrying out of your execution tonight.
I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple.
It's not that simple.
Why not?
Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla.
What? Camilla?
I checked it out for myself. I'm positive.
No! It can't be!
By the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself.
What? What are you talking about?
Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer anymore after tonight.
For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours.
Is it true, what Camilla said?
Why don't you tell us what you know?
To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's, birthday. We came home from work and she went in first.
As the entire pierogi is currently away from the mic, I shall... Oh.
What was that noise? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla, just the two of them.
So the little lady's mother died right in front of her.
Oh my, it's so horrible.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to do. It made an impossible move.
An impossible move?
Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. There were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right. That was an antique gun I had on display for years.
So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design.
Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid?
No, that was Camilla's mom. Camilla's been living with Lynn ever since her father went to prison.
It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was that I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course.
Gun, eh? Come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall.
Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What? You mean...
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what's in the box, huh?
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police, my own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I won't go into the details. When it was all done, I turned myself in. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There was no other explanation. That's what I'd convinced everyone of, even me. But tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before.
The powers of the dead, right?
That day in that room, the powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries.
Maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know. The kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers.
This is no ordinary kidnapping. It looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Jowd, there's still time before dawn. A little anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die? Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time.
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator's still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where's that music box now?
In Temsic Park, Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You better go pick it up.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sis'll take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we get the minister on our side. And yet again, I say easy enough for you to say.
What's going on? Deal me the deal, Mr. Death Row inmate.
A little change in plans. My daughter's been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something.
But you're in our custody, don't forget. Back at the prison, everybody's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby.
Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
I want to save Camilla, in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it.
I see, my old friend, in more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in?
The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
As you wish, Your Excellency.
Please don't bow down to me. And especially not that low.
In that case, can I have one of your boys arrange a prison van to pick him up? Would you be so kind?
Yes, sir.
Just where was he hiding that thing?
The van should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Your escape tonight was brilliant. Will you show me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Row inmate? I'm glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lint does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it'll be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. I've got to do something about that kidnapping somehow. Maybe I should ask for some sort of advice from a capable detective here.
Most likely the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped.
But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it.
Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister.
Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here.
If we call from here, right? But a telephone works in both directions.
Been hit by, been struck by a smooth criminal or detective. Yeah, I can see that.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is only family members can solve this family problem. Hey, Mr. Ghost?
Yes?
I have to admit I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who can change the situation.
Gee, detective.
For these past 5 years, Camilla's the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me?
I'll try. The key to getting the justice minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter. But is there a way?
Okay, I'm not talking to that pitiful man. Alright, so let's head back over to Lady's Red apartment. Bless you. Just as I thought. Yes, the little girl's safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. The last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jowd's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far tonight has related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistaken-ridden abduction does too. Alright. Alright, so that was the end of Chapter 12. We are 2/3 of the way through now. Let me see who's online right now. I have no idea who that is. Oh, you know what? Yep, 18 chapters total. I have not raided her in a while. Let's go ahead and give Catherine Naomi a raid. Give me just a moment as I begin this. All right, well, I want to thank you guys so much for coming. I should be able to stream Final Fantasy VII as normal this Sunday, so hope to see you guys then. Thank you for coming here tonight. Hope to see you next Wednesday as well for more Ghost Trick. And in the meantime, this is Dr. Novelle signing out. Y'all have a good one. Let us begin the raid.